Hello everyone, how you doing today? My name is Veronica Penniman and I'm the author of Finding Love Again. How you doing, you guys? So today is my 43rd birthday and I'm super excited about that because it's a new year and I'm going into I'm in the middle of my 40s. Not yet, but almost there. But I'm super excited because it's been a long journey to get to this age. Not everyone make it to this age, and I'm so blessed and thank God that I made it to live to see another year to see my babies, my kids, my grandkids, to be with my family, and my friends. So I'm very excited that God blessed me and woke me up to live to see another day. So today I'm going to talk about domestic violence, and this is Domestic Violence Month, Awareness Month, and I want to talk a little bit about that and share a little bit about my story. So, domestic violence is something that's been going on with the movement as for a while now, because a lot of women die at the hands of their abuser. And it's not just for women, it's for men also. So Domestic Violence Awareness Month is to honor those that lost their lives due to domestic violence, and also those that have survived domestic violence abuse. Domestic violence is not to be taken lightly. If you are someone that's going through a domestic violence relationship and you're trying to get out, there is places you can go. Seek help. Family, friends, seek help, but just get yourself out of that toxic environment. Because sometimes when we're in a kind of domestic violence relationship like that, as women, we tend to stick around longer than we should because we really love that person, or we're in love with them and we blinded by the love. And we stay there in that relationship thinking it's going to get better. And it doesn't get better. It only prolongs the inevitable. And that's sad to say, because a lot of women fight to stay in those relationships because they listen to family and friends, or they listen to social stigmas or whatever it is. And if you're married, people always say, oh, hang in there, stick it out, fight for your marriage. What's the fight for if this person is talking down on you, mistreating you, abusing you, whether it's verbally, physically, mentally, emotionally? It's all the same. And you have to get yourself out that situation. And I know you keep thinking to yourself, it's going to get better. Maybe if I dress this certain way, or maybe if I don't hang with my family and friends, or maybe if I do this the right way. No, it's not that. It's not you. It have everything to do with that person. They not right. Their heart not right. Their mind not right. And you is their only source of power. You abusing you, or abusing the children in an abusive relationship, also they get abused. It's because that person have power over you, and we give them that sometimes because we love them, or we want to see the good in them, and that's okay. But when you start seeing that it's not going to get better, and you're doing everything you can to not trigger this person to cause them to abuse you, then you're allowing it, and it's hard to get out those situations sometimes. But I'm here to tell you, all hope is not lost. That there is help out there, that you can get help, and that you can get out of that situation. There are safe places for you to go, and that are anonymous, that you can get yourself out those situations. Men, this go for men and women. Talk to your children, talk to your boys, talk to your daughters about abusive relationships. Teach them the signs, tell them the signs, research it. It's a lot of information out there, you guys, and a lot of people have died at the hands of the one that claim that they love, that love them. Love is not pain. Love is not abuse. It's not. And I was in a relationship with the guy that I dated, and I was deeply in love with him. And I ignored the red flags, and I ignored the signs because I was trying to see the good in him, and because I deeply loved him, and not knowing that all the time that I was really in an abusive, toxic relationship. And it took me a while to see that. First it started with monitoring what I got on, where I went, wanting to drop me off and pick me up from work, which is okay, but that was just only part of the control and the possessiveness and the manipulation. Wanting to know who I'm talking to on the phone, monitoring my phone calls. It's just, me not seeing like, oh, he loved me, he just protective. No, I didn't know that it was going to get worse. He was real jealous, possessive, manipulative, just toxic, narcissist, and sometimes, we see these things, but we still can't pull ourselves out that situation, and when he actually put his hands on me, the first time, I didn't, I stayed with him, and I was trying to figure out why is he say he loved me. He promised that he wouldn't, put his hands on me again, all that good stuff they tell you, I'm not gonna do it no more. I love you, I'm sorry, and that's okay if they apologize, but guess what? A person that is really abusive and toxic, it's going to happen again. Till it actually did, and we physically fought, and I had to fight, my way up out a corner, and it caught me by surprise because I never thought that I would go through that. My mom had been in domestic violence. She told me her story, and even after then, and I had to hurt him in order to get him up off of me, and it was very serious because I could have killed him. And what that would have did to me if he would have actually died, my mind probably would have been no more good, and the crazy thing is, I was more worried about him than me. When the police came over to take my statements, this and that, or whatever, me and my kid's statement, not knowing that he could have been somewhere bled to death, but I was more worried about him than me, and you shouldn't have to do that. You shouldn't have to go through that. If a person loves you that much where they got to put their hands on you, that's not the kind of love you need. Ladies, gentlemen, get out of that relationship. Get out before it ends deadly. And sometimes it's due, which is the sad case, because sometimes you wait too late when you feel like that you don't have nowhere to go, no one to help you, no one to talk to. Speak up. Speak up, tell somebody, family, friends, talk to a counselor, call anonymous to helplines, but just seek help. Just find a way to get out of that situation, because sometimes they don't end well. And so I want to, just say that, get help, speak out. Don't end up, another statistic, a hashtag, because you couldn't, sometimes it's hard to get that courage to just get out. And some people just not strong, and sometimes people depend on these people. They feel like, oh, this all I got. Or if they're married to a guy and he is the most provider for the household, and sometimes women feel like, oh, well, he's my only source of income, I don't have nowhere to go, I can't afford a place to stay. It doesn't matter. Get out, go to a shelter, go to families, go to friends, but just get out of there. Just get out of there, please. And sometimes when you have kids, that make it even more difficult to even leave the situation and get out the situation. And sometimes that is hard, but take your kids and get out. You got family that will help you. You got friends that will help you, but just get out. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to deal with that. And that's not love. No matter what they tell you, it's not love. They may say, I'm going to act right. I'm going to get help. It may last a few days. It may last a couple of weeks. They may do right a couple of months, but it's going to always go back to being the same old routine. Them putting you down, them talking down on you. Everything is your fault. You're not good enough. They tell you like nobody else is going to want you. Whatever they tell you that to keep you under their control and under their power. It's all kind of things that abusers come up with, and you have to be strong enough, and you have to have that courage to say, no, I don't deserve this. I will no longer put up with this, no matter how long we've been together, no matter if I do have kids with you, it doesn't matter. Just get out and don't go back. You have to cut that communication, cut the tie off, and so that way you can start to heal. the longer you stay in that abusive and toxic relationships and keep trying to give them chance after chance and over, you're only damaging yourself that much more deeper. And the longer and deeper your healing gonna take. You're not gonna never heal. It's gonna take forever for you to heal. And it's gonna be a long process. Going through this healing journey have opened up my eyes to so much, things I've been through in the past, where I'm trying to go now, and just realizing that I was strong enough to say, finally, I'm done. I'm through with this. I'm not going back. You just have to part ways with people. And it's hard, but you have to be strong enough to do it. And you have help. You have people that love you. I have seen it in family and friends, that's going through it or been through it, or they're still going through it. And I listen, and I feel sad, a part of me, because I see what they're going through and it hurts. But I can't make them get themselves out that situation. I only can encourage them to get themselves out that situation, and to finally to just be strong and open up your eyes. It's not going to get better. They're going to keep making excuses as, that they're going to be right and, they're going to treat you right. No, they're not. They just tell you that to keep you by their side because you their only source of power. You their only source of power. Because they know nobody else is going to put up with it. Or if they get that wrong person that's going to put something on them, they're not going to do it. They're going to stay where they can easily manipulate and control the situation, control the person, because they know you're weak. And when they find out you're weak, and once they get inside your head, and then know they got that mind control over you, that power, they don't want to lose that power, because they know once you're strong and you're standing up to them, and you're fighting back, they know once they lose that power, they know you're gone. So I want to say, be strong, seek help, talk to somebody. You're not going through this alone. It's people out there that's been where you are, that's going through what you're going through. But be strong enough to seek help and open your eyes and know, no matter what they tell you, it's not going to get better. They're going to put their hands on you. They're going to continue to verbally abuse you. They're going to continue emotionally abusing you. They're going to continue to physically abuse you. Especially if you're not strong enough to seek help and get out. So I want to say thank you. Everyone that gave me birthday shout outs. I love you guys. Thank you to all my family, my friends, my supporters. I want to say thank you. I'm a part of this virtual business tour that's coming up. So I've been posting everything on my social media platforms. Stay tuned for that. Please join us for that. It's going to be a lot of great information shared on this virtual business tour. So go RSVP for the virtual business tour. It would be through either Zoom or either through another platform. But we'll be sharing a lot of great information. Me and a bunch of three more great ladies that I done came in contact with, they're connected with, and they are some awesome ladies. They are great ladies, and I'm just super excited about it. So go check out my social media platforms where I shared all the information. That way you can, join us on our virtual business tour. Thank you guys. Now it's time for me to enjoy the rest of my birthday. So have a great day. Mwah.